The quickest it could get done, and it varies from time to time, but the quickest I've seen it get done is in about 14 days. Right now, because there's such high volume of refinances and purchases going on, I've seen it push out to 45 days. One a couple weeks ago that they were able to close. They said they could close in 21 days. We didn't need it closed that fast, so it just depends. It could be anywhere between 21 days to 60 days is the average. You write your offer, you have a pre-qual letter, and all the disclosures. Yes, there's a $1,000 initial deposit. I mean, you can put more than that, but I'd say a minimum of $1,000 is customary. I'm just trying to think of the process. Like, it's different talking to you than when it's a client. I'm like, okay, so first steps is we're going to put together an offer, and with that, I need to collect the buyer's mailing address. I need to know all the parties that are going to be on the deed, who's going to be on the contract. They need to review all the sales disclosures because they're going to sign off on them saying that they've reviewed them. So they need to be cognizant of what's being told by the seller. And then they need to sign off on all of that and be competent with understanding what is going on with the property already. And then we write up the offer. We also need to have talked to their lender because I need to know what the interest rate is they're being quoted and how quickly that lender says that they can close. Because it depends. Every time it's different. It's like I call the lenders and I'm like, how quick can you close a loan right now? We're in a competitive situation. Can you close in 30 days or can you do it less? And if they say, oh, we can close in 21, then I'm like, okay, I'll give you 22, just to be safe. I err on the side of caution. I try to give a little cushion if I need to. And most of the lenders that I work with, they will already have put a little cushion in there too themselves, just to make sure that they're not over-promising and under-delivering as well. Then once we submit the offer and it gets accepted, then we order inspections, unless they've waived them. But typically I would recommend that most buyers do a home inspection unless they're very comfortable and competent with what goes on in a house, and or how a house functions and what needs to be done with the house. Then we order the inspection, we get the inspections done. You have 10 business days to do the inspections. Sometimes you can extend it out, and that's not including weekends or holidays. But you want to try to get that done as soon as possible, because during that time frame, not only do you have to get the inspection done, but you have to negotiate any issues that come up to try to get credits or anything like that with the pricing or work done or repairs done by the seller. And then after that, then you order the appraisal, or you could order it in advance if you're confident you're still moving forward, but I feel more comfortable waiting till after inspections are done to order the appraisal. And the reason being is because that's $500 out of my buyer's pocket. Might not be a big deal to some people, but what if they do the appraisal and they don't like the house? They've just spent $500 on the inspection or more, in between $500 and $1,000 on the inspection, and then they're going to spend another $500 on the appraisal. And that's money they won't get back. After the appraisal, it's kind of a dormant period. We're just waiting for the bank to finish up the underwriting on the buyer. And as we do that, then we just kind of wait to see, and it's like kind of a dormant period where there's not a lot of work we're doing, there's not a lot of work the buyer's doing. They're making sure they got all their paperwork into to the lender, income statements and everything provided, their tax returns, all that stuff, because they have to verify. Just because you said you made this much money, now they got to prove that you make this much money and that you qualify for the loan that you're looking to get. And then we do a final walkthrough and make sure all the repairs or anything that was asked to be done are done, and then we close.